Hi, Omar I. Rodriguez. I'm the Director of Grants and Government Relations with the Food Bank of the Rio Grande Valley.
Omar, it's great to see you again. Today, in this video interview, I'm interested more perhaps on this task force that you're a member of. It's called the Prosperity Task Force, and it's charged with identifying and finding solutions to the Hidalgo County poverty problem, as the county's got a high poverty level, and it was set up by Judge Cortez. So there's a large membership in the task force, and then there's subgroups. I think you're the subgroup, a member of the subgroup, maybe even the chairman of the subgroup that's concerned about food insecurity.
That's correct. I'm the leader of the Food Insecurity subgroup, and we have a lot of great members.
So today we've had a meeting of the task force here at the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court, and you made a point in your remarks about how other parts of the country, they may not even address the issue of poverty like this county is. That here we have a judge and we have leaders in the community that want to do something about it, because in other parts of the country, the population that you're concerned about wouldn't even be considered and wouldn't even be, nobody would really care if they're fed or if they can get out of poverty or not. Fair comment?
Yes, there are parts of the country where people in poverty are almost considered a liability for the community. And what the judge has done is basically say out loud that people are our biggest asset, and they're worth investing in.
And so how far along is your subgroup within the task force? What have you identified? Have you come up with any recommendations yet?
We did a SWOT analysis, and we're working on a white paper, and we're already talking about working with some of the other precinct commissioners and seeing what we can do to bring services, expand services into some of the areas that have been underserved in the past.
Would those areas be like the more rural areas, the colonias, where perhaps they do not have access? We've all heard about the so-called food deserts. Is that an area you're looking at as to getting the healthy food into those communities?
Yes, and I'm glad you brought up the point of healthy food. We want to not just provide food, but healthier foods and also better eating habits, and we do want to expand into those rural areas.
Another aspect of today's hearing, you brought up the subject of your subgroups working on, for want of a better word, a guidebook, and then one other member of the task force says, do we need that? And then that discussion turned into whether there could be a universal app that all the resources available in this county could be available. Tell us about that conversation today.
I think everything's on the table for any ideas that we can go ahead and make sure that the information is disseminated to the clients that we know that are in poverty, but also there's probably subsets of people and populations where we don't know how they're getting information. So everything's on the table to find solutions.
And now moving on to your work at the food bank, anything really pressing right now that you would like to tell the viewers, the county residents about?
Oh, we've seen an influx of people needing food assistance. We need volunteers and we need monetary donations. Those are the best ways for us to feed the ever-increasing amount of people that need food assistance. And this is food assistance for people for whatever reason. Inflation is pretty much on the top of the docket. So monetary donations and volunteering are much needed right now.
I know the need went up astronomically during the COVID period. Has it tailed off now? Is it more manageable, or is the trend going back up again?
When I first started working about 12 years ago, it was about 25,000 people on a weekly basis. We're up to 76,000 people on a weekly basis. It's the new normal.
Anything else you'd like to add, Omar?
Oh, just really honored to be leading this subgroup, and I'm really glad that the judge is focusing on the needs of those people living in poverty here in Hidalgo County.
Thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank you.